You know what? No. You really thought I was gonna make peace with him? No. You also thought this was clickbait, didn't you? No, it's not. I've been lying to you. That's not true. I just avoided the truth with you. I'm married. I am married now. I'm a married woman as of 12 hours ago, and I've been engaged for quite some time. I know some of you already knew because I'm an idiot and I sometimes wear my rings in pictures and accidentally in videos, but you didn't, okay? I kept it a secret. You know how hard it is for me to keep secrets? It is so hard. The reason that we did was just because I feel like being on the internet is just so awesome, but also your whole life is out there, and we just kind of wanted something for ourselves to like look forward to and to just have to us, like people could speculate and everything, but it was really nice to just our whole engagement, just us know, and like obviously our close friends and family. It was really special, so I'm sorry we didn't tell you, but I am telling you now, your girl is hitched, and I am happier than ever. We had a tiny itsy bitsy little ceremony. We eloped, if you will. And now we're about to do a reception with like all friends and family, and it's gonna be so fun, just like a big barbecue, just super chill. That's what we both wanted. We just wanted it to be fun and not like super traditional, but I don't know, we're super happy, and I'm so excited to hang out with family and friends and just celebrate this whole thing, and finally for you guys to know, because you guys do matter. You guys are family too, but you know, OG family comes first. But I'm super excited. I figured I'd tell you a little bit of the backstory, catch you guys up a little bit, you know, so there's not speculations or anything. I'll do that. And then I also asked you guys for some other random questions that you want to know. So this will be kind of a my story, our story, and a little Q&A. Let's get into it. Where do I start? I was born July 1st, 1996 in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna be a deep dive on me. It's not that serious, okay? But I kind of want to tell you guys like how we met, how this all happened. We moved here, we got engaged, and we're getting married and all this stuff. So I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of that. So basically, Caleb and I met a few years ago. Oh God, almost a few years ago now. Yeah, and 2023, we met online. A tale as old as time. Guy did not play any games. He reached out to me after I followed him. About 5 minutes went by after I followed him, and all caps he said, "You're amazing," and like, "Thank you for following me," yada yada. We talked and talked for like months, or a month and a half, and then I went to meet him, and he's just an awesome dude. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, he's just, everything's out on the table. There's no games. Oh my God, like every person wants to play these days, it seems. He was just hard on his sleeve, told it how it is, was so sweet and caring and generous, and just all the things, hilarious. I've never laughed so much in my life. There's not a day that goes by where I don't cry laughing, and that's like so special to me. Why the f am I crying? Anyway, so we talked, we met, came down here in the beginning of, we started talking in 2022. Oh my God, I'm getting this all mixed up. 2023, I came and met him, and we just hung out, you know? And we kind of built up a friendship first. I came down a few times, and he was just about to launch SourBoys, like from building it in the city where we are in Stephenville. So I kind of watched him through that whole process. Like, this guy I met is building a candy factory, and he's putting his heart and soul and every single dime he has into it. And on top of having several YouTube channels, he's just works so hard and is so driven, and I was like so attractive, you know. I was just like, damn, this guy works hard, but he also makes time, you know. So I was like, this guy's a great balance. And then shit hit the fan. He got scammed, and he lost every like dime that he had, basically. So I watched him go through one of the hardest things anybody has to go through, you know, besides some sort of death, and that's just like starting from ground zero from what he had already built, because he had a whole team behind him. He got scammed out of a lot of money, and it was hard. It was hard to watch that, and I was really starting to to fall for him. And that's when he was like, I really, really like you, but I don't think I can give you everything that you deserve right now. And I was like, come on, man. Like, okay. Like in the most, like, I couldn't even be mad because it was the most respectful thing. It was just like, oh, okay. But that just made me want him more. It just made me want him more. So anyway, week goes by. He reaches out to me again. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. And then we started talking again. But I watched him go through that, and that just like, I don't know, it kind of solidified it for me because he kept his head on straight that whole time and has since in building this whole business with like SourBoys and everything. And I was like all in. I was like, this is so amazing of you. And then when we started talking again, he was like, that was dumb. That was stupid. And I was like, it was. So we just started talking again for, you know, a few months goes by, and then we start to date. We start to date officially, which you guys know. We dated a little bit before my video came out. I think it was when I went to Texas on my podcast that no longer exists, really. Jay can pull it up, put it right there, that episode. So we started dating maybe a couple months before that. And yeah, I don't know. I've never felt so myself with someone. And I know people on the internet are like, you're exactly like him. Like you've changed into him. Yeah, dude, I spend every fucking day with him. When you spend every day with your partner, you just kind of morph into this one being, but it's a person it's a better person. Like it's a person that I haven't even met before, like myself. Like I feel so much like myself, and I feel like I can even be goofier than myself, which I never thought I'd be able to have, you know, because with past relationships and stuff, I've just been like a shell of myself. Oh God, looking back, it's like PTSD, it's really bad. And I feel like every day I don't deserve what I have, but he really helps me with that. And I love him a lot. Anyway, so we started dating. Things just happened in like we were dating for like half a year, I guess, and we were just tired of traveling mostly, and I wanted to move down to the States anyway. So I was like, hey man, like, it was kind of, you know, I think he brought it up. He's like, well, you could move down here. And I was actually going to move into like a separate house. But then by the time it came to fruition, enough time had passed where we're like, what are we doing? Like, let's just move in together. Let's do it. And I had never moved in with anyone before. So that was scary. And to a new country, it was just a lot. And it was daunting, but we did it. And I've not regretted it for a minute. I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's like living with my best friend, and we just get to have fun every day. It's like having a sleepover every day. We just watch horror movies and eat junk food and hang out with all of our dogs. And we're building like this little dog army family. That's been super fun. And we lived together for over a year. And I was like, this has been awesome. I mean, we've been through hell and high water with, you know, business stuff and family stuff, and through mutual friends, like deaths, just a lot. Yeah, that time went by, and somewhere in there, we were like, let's just get engaged. Let's just do it, see what happens, you know? And it was kind of funny because we were so dead set on never getting married. Like when we first met each other, we're like, hey, you don't ever want to get married, right? And I was like, yeah, I don't ever want to, and he never wanted to. I come from, you know, twice divorced families. He doesn't come from divorced family, but he's just like, you know, if I want to spend my life with somebody, I want to spend my life with somebody. But then there was just something where it's like, no, I really want this person to be my person, and for me to be able to call him my husband, and for him to be able to call me his wife. And we had this, I don't know, it was this really, really long conversation, and it was awesome. Right after we had that conversation, like, oh my God, like a week later, he asked his grandma to mail one of her rings down to give it to me. And it is a peridot gemstone with diamonds around it, and peridot is his birthstone. And I was like, what the f? That's so romantic. He was just being Caleb. He's like, isn't this what people do? Isn't this just what, like, he thought it was no big deal, but that is so. He mailed his grandmother's ring, and she gave him like a few rings to choose from, and he picked a certain one because of its meaning. And I'm a sentimental bitch. So I was just like beside myself. So I was like, this is so nice. And it's been torture not to wear this thing. I also have a wedding band, but it's getting fixed. It's not on right now because of that, if you're asking why. But backtracking as well, because I know people will ask this or speculate or whatever. I was getting my green card before any of this happened, by the way. This isn't like a weird green card marriage. I already have it. Already had it before I got married. So that's not why either. I don't know. I just feel like people are gonna be like, it's because she wanted a green. No, it's not. And there's nothing wrong with green card marriages either, you know, whatever, do what you gotta do. But that's not our story. So yeah, we were engaged for I guess, I don't know, almost over a year? Yeah. And then we finally picked a date like 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It was very short. We're like, hey, we should do this thing. So we just picked a date and we just did the thing. And it's awesome. It's awesome. And now I get to celebrate it with all my close friends and family. And I'm so excited. And I'm so excited about the little family we've built so far. And I'm excited to just live my life with him and build things with him, like our home, our businesses. And it's just, I feel like I'm in a fever dream, truly. I wouldn't be where I am with my career at all, like without him either, because he has inspired me and pushed me to do everything that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the confidence to do. So like, I wouldn't be doing any sort of true crime if it wasn't for Caleb. He's just like, what? Like, you love this stuff, I think. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, put it on YouTube. Because you are reading case files anyway, so why the I'm like, that's true. I don't know, we've complimented each other in so many ways, and I know he has said the same about me, which is really sweet. But yeah, I'm just really happy. And it's scary to be on the internet and like getting in a relationship and stuff, just because, I mean, that's being on the internet. People are gonna judge no matter what. People are gonna speculate no matter what. They're gonna say all these things no matter what. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to live my life and be happy. And I know, majority of you are gonna be happy because I'm happy, and I'm doing my own stuff, and he's doing his own stuff, and then we do stuff together. And I feel like just am starting to care less about what people think, which I think is really important for me personally, especially with everything I've been through. So yeah, that's kind of our story. I'm gonna bring him in at the end, okay? I wanted to do like my little Q&A with y'all before I did that, but and he can say whatever he wants to say. I don't know what he's gonna say. I never know what he's gonna say. That's what's so exciting about being with him. But let's do a little Q&A. And sorry, I'm sniffling, I'm crying, and I have allergies. Sue me. Oh, also, I will share photos and everything, but probably like next week or something. That you know how photos are, you get them and then you need to edit them, but I will probably share those on Instagram. So if you're not following me on my Instagram, what are you doing? But let's read some questions. I haven't really picked out a lot. I asked you guys on Instagram a bunch of questions. Okay, first one up. Amaraz Dead says, do you and Oompa want kids? Yeah, definitely. That's like something we talked about at length, and way before we even got engaged. It was like a big conversation for both of us. It was really important to me. Like, if I ever gonna be with somebody, we gotta be on the same page with all the things. I'm at the point now where I was a little on the edge, I'd say 5 years ago. But after meeting Caleb, I don't know what it is about meeting a certain person, but you're like, you need to be a dad. You need to And not all of these questions are going to be about me and Caleb, but I'm literally just going down the list as they come in. But this one is, what's you and Caleb's day in a life like? I think that's what they're trying to ask. Also, you spell Caleb wrong, but with a K, it's kind of fire. So anyway, also love this video, although I have to catch up. Love these videos. Okay, Chatcorn01, take some time when you write. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Day in life, oh God. Okay, we wake up probably around, I don't know, 7:38. We watch some TikToks in bed together or some Instagram reels, have a laugh. He tickles me near to death, makes some funny sound effects, get up, have coffee, hang out with the dogs a little bit, let them out. Then we both come to the studio, come to work pretty much all day. And then periodic through the day, we'll go back home and hang out with the dogs and play with them. But we're usually working all day until like, I don't know, sometimes we're in here till like 10 p.m., 11. But we usually won't go to bed till like midnight, 1 o'clock, because we have to go back and rewatch Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, or Fringe for like the 8th time. Those are pretty much the only shows we watch. We're just repeat show watchers, or a horror movie. There's really no in between. Oh, actually, we did just binge The White Lotus over like a weekend. We just vegged out because we were so tired. Binged all 3 seasons. Great show. Watch it if you haven't. But then what's nice is his family lives really close, so they'll usually stop by and hang out, and we'll have lunch with them or something. His grandparents don't live far away, so sometimes we'll go have lunch with them, and it's really nice. And on the weekends, we try not to work, but there's usually some sort of work in there, but we'll do it together, and then we'll always take time to just hang out with our little dog family. But that's about it. It's kind of boring. I don't know if you want more than that. We're really homebodies as well. We don't get out much, and I kind of like it that way. I spent like 2 years traveling nonstop, and it was just, I'm old. I'm getting too old for that shit now. Okay, S1N1 Tang says, if you could dye your hair any color that you haven't dyed it yet, what would it be? Ooh, what haven't I done? I haven't done green, yellow, orange. I think that's it. Black or brown. Honestly, I probably would never do green, orange, or yellow just because I wouldn't like that on myself, I don't think. Part of me one day wants to go like a really deep brunette, like not black, but for my hairdressers out there, like a level 7.5 brown, like a deep chocolate brown. I think that'd be fun, but I think I'd get bored of it really fast. I am blonde naturally. The only thing with dyeing my hair dark is that when it does grow out, because I am blonde, it looks like I'm balding because it just grows out really light, so it doesn't look cute, the upkeep. So I don't know if I'd ever do that. It'd also be a lot of maintenance. Maybe I'll get a wig. I'll get some more wigs, but I do want to do dip dye again. That was my favorite. Okay, this is not a cute photo, but like that. Actually, the Harley Quinn one was fun too. It's just fun because then you can just chop it off when you're done. I'm probably gonna do that. Crooked Cuerpo says, what's your favorite thing about Texas since you moved there? So many things. Probably the people, especially where I am. I'm like in a really small town in smack dab middle of Texas, like 2 hours outside of any major city. The people are the salt of the earth out here. I've said it before, but if I go out, I will go on a side quest with another person just because they're so nice, or like they'll help me on my side quest. I could just go to HEB, which is like a local grocery store for those of you who don't know, and I don't know, there could just be a little old lady there who says, oh, I like your hair, and I'll be like, thank you so much, I really like your glasses, they look really nice on your face. She's like, oh my god, thank you, what are you doing in this section? I'll be like, I'm trying to look for, maple syrup. I came from Canada. You came from Canada? I did come from Canada. Whereabouts from? And then it just goes down that road, and then I learn that her grandkid visiting from, Oklahoma, he needs balloons for his birthday party, so I go and look for balloons with him. Like, it's just that shit. And it's nice. I don't know. People are just so nice here. Everybody says ma'am and sir, and now I just say it. If I am on the phone with like a lady, it's just like, yes ma'am. And I think it's so respectful and nice, and I love it. And people say honey and sweetie, and it's just wholesome as down here. It's great. Obviously, it's not perfect. No place is perfect. It has its moments or whatever, but yeah, barbecue, also amazing. And the weather, oh my lord. British Columbia is the most beautiful place ever, and I love it to death. I am a British Columbia diehard. And Canada, I think Canada's the most beautiful country, but listen, we don't get as much sun as we do down here, and I thought I didn't like the sun that much, but my lord, does it make you happier, you just walk outside and you're warm instead of freezing cold and rained on. I'm a storm girl. I love a storm, love a good rainy day, but when it's 80% of the year, you get a little sad, and I was really sad. It's probably a mix of me being in a really healthy and happy relationship and having vitamin D more. It makes a difference. So, oops. Love.4.nixoli asked, what is your best memory from when you were younger? I have a lot of great memories. We were never able to afford to take any vacations necessarily, so we would just drive to places and just, pitch a tent, and we had this little dinky camper, but Jessica and I, my older sister, it wasn't big enough for us, so we'd be in the tent, but I kind of wanted to be in a tent anyway, so we just drive. We went on little road trips, and it was really fun, once a year. Those were the coolest times, even though we would fight and just be at each other's throats at parts of it. It was just so fun, and it was before we had any sort of iPads or anything like that. I think the thing that we had that was so cool was one of us had a Nintendo DS. We had to take turns, but we didn't use it. We just would look out the window and play games, license plate games and I Spy. And yeah, I look back at those times, and those were really, really fun. And then we go meet family that was across Canada and everything. Yeah, those were really good times. What's your favorite childhood memory? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. Veronique Palm asked, something that's on your bucket list that you want to do. Probably travel more. Selena and I have our new channel, which is Can't Sleep. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. We do podcasts, and we do ghost hunting, and that's all the fun stuff. So we want to do a tour of some sort, and I feel like that would just give me an excuse to, because I don't know, I feel bad for traveling and not working. I should be filming it in some way or spending it with somebody. And Caleb will travel, but he's not too much of a travel bug, but Selena is. She's my girl. So we would love to tour to Europe or Australia or South America. I don't know, just everywhere. Obviously America and Canada too. I would love to just do just a world tour kind of thing. I think that'd be really fun and exhausting, but also really fun. And then I could meet all of you, because that's honestly so fun. I do love meeting you guys in person. It is so cool to hear you guys' stories and to see what you even enjoy about this kind of content, because I'm just this is good. Okay, this is a good gauge for me, Mr. Ken 3235 asked, what food do you miss from Canada? Sushi. There's not good sushi here. That's the only thing I don't like about where I am in Texas. I'm sure there is somewhere in Texas, maybe closer to water. Because anything else, you can get maple syrup, you can make your own poutine and stuff like that. But there's just something about going to an authentic, you know, sushi restaurant. Shit, I miss that, man. I miss sashimi. Kate P. Brunori asked, what's your favorite American fast food place so far? That's a good question. I feel like it's just local places. Because, like, I like fast food, but I like generic, you know, I'm like, yeah, McDonald's. Or, ooh, you know what? Raising Cane's. We don't even have one in the city I am in, but if we go outside the city, there's Raising Cane's. Damn, that's good chicken. Holy shit. And their biscuits, pretty good. Next, we have charcoal _ 2 million? 20 million? I don't know why I can't read that number. Thank God I'm a YouTuber. All right, he asks, most interesting serial killer or true crime case in your opinion? Bro. Most interesting? Just any sort of cold case, like John Bonet, or there's like, oh my God, there's just too many children cold cases. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it hits at my heartstrings, and I just, for the families, like I can't even imagine being a mom and like not being able to know what happened to your kid or who did it, or I don't know, just getting that justice. So that's why I like covering those cases, because you never know, you never know like who's gonna see it or what's gonna happen. And not that I think that I'm doing any sort of, you know, service, but I don't think it could hurt to bring light to those cases. So yeah, honestly, just any cold case, basically. Next up, Joyce Lynn Young asks, how do you recommend getting out of toxic friend groups? Getting out of them. Girl, just leave. Don't talk to them. Ghost them. No, but honestly, and as I'm getting older, I am getting real close, tiptoe away from 30. And light has just opened up, you know? I'm just like, wow, I don't need to cater to people that don't give a shit about me. That's crazy, isn't it? It's just, you don't need to put that effort in. You need to just be honest. You be like, you know what? I think in the nicest way possible, I don't want to be in this sort of relationship with you, like as a friend. Put it in the group chat. I don't know. Be like, I'm out, and maybe they're gonna talk shit. But life will go on, and your life will be significantly better if you cut out toxic people, because your life is so fleeting and short. It is not worth it to waste your time with people like that. I just say it straight. I know it's scary and daunting, but it'll probably catch them off guard, and that'll probably be sweet as fuck. Once you leave, you'll be like, yeah, you're kind of a bitch. All right, Caleb _ Levinson _ 09 asks, why did you stop doing TikTok skits? I didn't. I definitely post less on TikTok because I'm putting my heart and soul into YouTube. I have 3 channels now, and I still do other stuff that you guys haven't even seen yet that I'm working on, and other projects that I'm working on. So the short form stuff definitely has taken a back seat, and I do miss it. It is really fun, but there's just, I don't know, after making so many videos, you get, your mind just stops working. So I post it when I can. But also TikTok has been like hella unpredictable. And after living down here for over a year, I still don't have a US TikTok account. So it's kind of messed up. I will still post. Riley's still here. Janet's still here. And Katrina's still here. All right. And so is Chad. Last but not least, Swati Prabha asks, what's something fans romanticize about your job that's actually the worst? Interesting question. Okay, I want to say first off, this is the best job I've ever had. I have had a lot of jobs: cleaning houses, hairdresser, working retail, do quite literally most things you can do. And there's something wonderful about all of them. There's something terrible about all of them. Just this is a job as well. And obviously there's stuff that's not going to be awesome, but I will never complain about this job. I just want to say that because I am grateful every single day. Up until I was 24, I was working since I was 13. It was multiple jobs, and I never thought in a million years I would be on the internet being able to make people happy for a living. So that's insane. The best part and the worst part is that a lot of people know who I am, I guess. I don't know. It affects your life outside of your job, I guess. So if I was a hairdresser, I could go out and do things and nobody knows who I am. What does it matter? Not that I'm going to be on Dateline or anything. I'm not doing anything crazy like that, but I love meeting people outside. It's literally the best part. I love having conversations with people, and I've said that already. But at the same time, I'm just I don't know, if I just had, a massive fight with somebody and I'm, just fresh crying in the car and eating a tub of Ben & Jerry's and somebody knocks on my window wanting to take a picture, I'm like, this is not the best time, but sure. Saying that because that's happened. But it's a long-winded way of me saying that I love and appreciate you guys so much. And it has been crazy to start this whole journey in my parents' basement suite to be living with my husband. That is so weird to say. And have my little fur family and have all of you. And I never would have guessed this would happen. Like 5 years ago, I didn't think I'd be here, like, at all. So, yeah, it just means the world to me, and I'm really happy to share it with you guys. I'm really excited I could tell you my secret. Married, I'm a wife. I'll bring Caleb in for the outro, and he can say whatever he wants to say after I get my shit together.
2 hours later.
I told them that we're married.
You what?
Yeah.
And then what else? And then now what? Now
What do you think?
About what?
About being married.
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah, feels the same.
normal?
The old ball and chain.
Yep.
Yeah, she's been the old ball and chain for a while now. To be honest,
I know.
nothing's different.
Yeah, that's
Nothing's
true.
different. What'd you just do that
I
for?
tripped.
You weren't
on
following
your
that.
slipper.
That was pretty cool. We harmonized now.
Yeah, we did. See, we're like the same person.
Yeah, nothing's different really to me.
No,
Yeah.
I just get to wear my ring now. Mm-hmm. Where's yours?
It's not on me.
Oh my.
I dropped it down the sink earlier.
You don't even care. I'm just kidding.
I wore mine for a week and then you didn't wear
You
yours.
did, yeah. See, he did the same thing I did. I wore mine by accident in videos and stuff. He ratted us out by accident.
But yeah, nothing's different. Being legally married doesn't change any level of commitment for me.
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-hmm. I'm a very committed person and I have no problems doing what's best for you,
Yeah.
even if I don't like it. Which I think is the basis of a good relationship.
True,
So,
true. Yeah.
I've had a lot of friends for a really long time.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff just keeps going, doesn't stop
Yeah.
in our lives, I feel
Yeah,
like.
you don't quit.
No.
I talked about that a lot. It says one of your best qualities.
you.
Yeah.
I can't quit you. Or whatever. Isn't that from that movie where there were a couple of gay guys? I think it's from
Brokeback
Mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah. I can't quit you.
We're just like Brokeback Mountain, basically.
Wish I knew how to quit you.
You're awesome. I love you.
You're awesome too. I love you. This is great.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go fight. Nothing's changed really.
Yeah, it's early still.
It's gonna be the same. Yeah, it is early.
I'm sorry if I'm off. I apologize.
No,
I feel
you're
tired.
fine. You're fine. It's early for me too. I look like shit. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Anyway, like you said, it is actually really early because I need to go set up for my reception with my family and friends. So I'm gonna go do that. But I just want to say thank you so much. I love you so much. And I appreciate you allowing me to entertain you because it means the world. It really does. It means the world to me. And you're not gonna get rid of me unless you guys get rid of me, I guess. You guys can do that. Please don't. Or men do. I don't know. I'll probably just pick up crocheting or something. I don't know what I do. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, I have that new channel with Selena. It's called Can't Sleep. If you guys want to check that out, it's also on Spotify. I also have this channel. We know about this one. And my second channel, Call Me Chris 2. If you just want to watch reacts and me reading Reddit and all that stuff. And yeah, I have a candy company with my beautiful husband called SourBoys. And we come out with new flavors every week. And it's been so fun. Very hard, but very fun. And there's a lot more fun stuff coming. So I hope you guys like it. And yeah, secret's out. I'm married. That's about it. And I will see your beautiful face in the next video. Okay? Bye.